everyone, so I'm finally making a video on this vlog channel. It's been probably 4 months since I created it and I've never made a vlog. And I don't know why, I've been so busy trying to keep up with my main channel and with school that the vlog channel is kind of last on my mind of like responsibilities, which is bad. And I will start making videos more regularly on here, especially since I don't know if a lot of you guys know, because I know people on Twitter know since I tweet about like working out and eating healthy constantly. But I've been kind of on like a getting healthy, losing weight kick. And a lot of people have been asking me to make videos kind of about what I've been doing, how I've lost weight, how I've gotten healthier, how I've slimmed down, toned up, stuff like that. Now, one thing I just have to say about these videos is that I am not a fitness guru. I've never been to a fitness school. I've never really done anything professional or any like proper schooling for this. This is just kind of what's worked for me. I love food. I don't give up food. I don't deprive myself. I believe moderation is key. So a lot of this stuff is going to be kind of like getting healthy for everyday girls like me who, are busy with school and with, YouTube and busy in general. And I don't have time to go to a gym every night. So kind of like alternatives and kind of stuff that has worked for me since I started this whole get healthy thing in January. So I'm just going to take this video to kind of tell you my story of, I guess like my weight kind of, maybe talk a little bit how I'm changing it, and then the next kind of videos are going to be about what I'm eating, my workout routine, stuff that a lot of people have been asking me to talk about, and then if you have any questions, you can send them in and I'll answer. But anyway, I'm going to talk a little bit with you about my whole story. So basically, I've always been the bigger girl. I've always been kind of like a bigger girl. I've never been morbidly obese, but I've always been kind of overweight. And even as a child, I always remember being kind of like the bigger one. I probably couldn't be lifted by anyone past 7 years old. I was always kind of bigger. So, I always kind of blamed it on a slow metabolism. Blamed it on a slow metabolism that, it wasn't my fault. Everyone else can eat what they want, so I'm going to eat what I want too. And I really feel like, you are what you eat. If you eat junk food like fries and chicken nuggets and burgers and cheese and everything every day, it's going to catch up with you. I mean, if you eat bad food, you're not going to look your best. And if you eat good food like salads and lean meat, you are going to look good. So I started kind of changing my diet, but I'll get into that after. But I've always kind of been bigger. I still love salty food. I don't have a sweet tooth. Thank the Lord, I don't have a sweet and a salty tooth, but I definitely have a salty tooth. I love chips. I love junk food that's salty. I love salty stuff. Still, I do. But now I learned how to control and eat in moderation. But so when I was like maybe 10 or 12, I don't know. This is kind of okay. As a child, I've always was bigger. Grade 3, 4, 5, always bigger. And then in like grade 5 and 6, when I was probably like 10 to 12 years old, I started seeing a dietitian, and she really helped me, and I kind of learned some healthier eating tips from her, but it was always like a forced thing. I never wanted to go. I never wanted to lose weight for myself. It was always kind of other people pushing me, my mom trying to get me to be healthy and, be happy, and I would always I remember even when I was really young, I used to have huge hips. Well, not huge. I mean, bigger than other kids like my age. I mean, I'm Greek. I have the Greek hips, and I will always have those. I'll never be like a stick. I'll never be like that. And I'm thankful for it because, I mean, I don't want to have the body of a 10-year-old guy. I have curves, and, once you learn to embrace that and embrace your body, I think everything will kind of fall into place. And I've learned that, and I love that I finally got it and accepted my body type, because I will never be petite. I will never be a size 0, but I can be healthy, and I can be the healthiest I can be, and that's what I want to do. So after seeing my dietitian, I stopped going after maybe 2 years because it was forcing me to go. I never wanted to go. I still love food. I always never really wanted to get healthy. And I was probably in high school, my first year of high school, I was always bigger. I was probably one of the biggest girls in grade, and I hated that. I hated myself. I was always so self-conscious. I'd always wear sweaters to kind of hide everything, my arms, and even my older videos, you can kind of tell that I hide my arms with like cardigans and stuff, and so I never wore without a sweater, and it was kind of weird, I guess, and if it was like 50 degrees outside, and like really hot outside, and I never took off my sweater, but anyway. And then, I was 13, summer came around, and I looked at some pictures of me in Greece, and I was like this. Like, I was like this. Like, I had a double chin like this without even trying. Like, I'm pushing my head backwards, but I had, like, a double chin like this without even trying when I was, like, younger. So, it was really kind of sad for me to live like that, to not be comfortable in myself. And, I mean, I didn't care. I wanted food. I'd eat what I want and everything. So, grade 8, I was 13, in grade 8, yeah. 13, I mean, I would exercise sometimes. I'd go on the trampoline with my sister sometimes, but I was never serious about it. I never had a routine. I would still eat what I want. I can still remember eating whole small pizzas from Pizza Pizza. Amazing restaurant, pizza restaurant. I love it. It's my favorite. Like whole small white crust pizzas with pepperoni and, just like fatty stuff on it. And then they also have this really good dipping sauce called creamy garlic dipping sauce. And it's a thick, kind of like thick garlicky sauce. And I would sit and eat whole pizzas. I had one like every day for a week, I remember, with the sauce. And I just dip and eat and gorge myself like gluttonous. I had gluttony for all these foods. I wanted chips, I wanted this, I wanted that. And I never really thought, you know what, this isn't healthy for me. Like, what are you doing? So that came around. I would eat huge subs, like all like myself. And I mean, I was a young girl, and it wasn't healthy for me, but I didn't see it. So I mean, that summer was hard. It was not a good time in my life. Like, I mean, like for me, because I was so big. And then grade 9, so basically this year, I think once like girls get their periods, I think that you kind of start to slim out, I guess, a little bit, because I don't know what happens in your body, but I kind of feel like it had something to do with it. And I started to slim out by like myself, like naturally, but I always kind of had the extra layer of skin fat, and so that I didn't need. So this past January, I got so many haters about my weight on Formspring, which is the anonymous website, and I hated myself for letting them be able to hate on something that was me. I mean, I hated myself for doing that. And I mean, the haters kind of gave me a push that I needed, and I thanked them so much. They're kind of like angels in disguise, I guess, but not. But I thank them so much because they gave me that push I needed to get off my butt and go downstairs and work out on the treadmill, because we have like a little workout room. And so I had all this stuff available to me, and I didn't use it. So from January, I started working out every night, 5 to 6 times a week. I give myself maybe 1 or 2 days of break. I started eating healthier, making changes in my diet. And this has been going since January, and I can tell you guys, I've never been better. I've never been happier in my lifetime. I was always like really shy when I was like, even when I was younger, to up until January, I was always really shy. And I think that I also suffer from anxiety. I am a very anxious person. I have anxiety. I was diagnosed, but as soon as I started working out and seeing the weight come off, and I started having a more defined waist, I started feeling more confident. It's been amazing for me in all aspects, because it's just been great. Like, girls know, those bra straps? I was a 36 around my waist, and it would be tight, and I would have to put on like the last kind of like latches or whatever, like the biggest you can go. And now I have to go down a size in like bandwidth or whatever, I don't know, because it's too big even on the tightest one. And it's an amazing feeling, because you're like, hey, this is working. So yeah, that's basically my story of my whole thing. So I will get into kind of how I did it in the next video. I kind of just wanted to tell you guys my story. Basically, I took charge of my weight, of my life, and I've never been happier. So I'm looking forward to doing these videos, and I'm looking forward to hearing your guys' stories. So let me know down below, and I'll talk to everyone soon. Bye.